Alrighty, here we are on lesson 35, and we are doing one-step equation word problems. So make sure you really look at that word equation. We are stepping away from inequalities for right now, and we are going back to equations, so we're going to have equal signs in our problems. So number 1 says, Holly is cooking cupcakes. The recipe calls for 6 cups of sugar. She has already put in 4 cups of sugar. How many more cups does she need to put in? Alright, so I think some of you could probably do it in your head already. You already have your answer, but we do need to write our equation. So we know that it calls for 6 cups of sugar. So we know the whole thing here has to equal 6. That's our total. She's already put in 4 cups, so we can put that down on the other side. And we know that we're looking for some other number, which we'll just call x. So if you go back and check what you wrote, you're thinking, alright, I have 4, plus some number needs to get me to 6. Alright, so now I'm going to solve, so we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. We end up with x equals 2, so our answer would be 2 more cups. Okay, I think some of you were probably like, well, duh, Miss Bowl, I could have done that in my head, but we do need to write our equation. Alright, number 2 here says, how many packages of Kleenex can you buy with $30 if one package costs $5? So again, our total that we have is 30, so we're going to put equals 30. And now if each package costs $5, we're going to be multiplying, right? Because it's going to be 5 times some number of packages, x, equals 30. Now when we go to solve, we divide by 5 on both sides. And we get x equals 6, so our answer would be 6 boxes. And make sure you use a label so I know that you're answering the question correctly. Number 3 here says, Sam and his 4 friends went out to eat. They decided to divide the bill evenly. Underline that, divide the bill evenly. If each person paid $11, what was the total bill? Okay? So let's go back to this first part here where it talks about Sam and his 4 friends. So it's not that there's 4 total people. That means there's 5 total people, including Sam. Okay, and we have to count him in too because he paid. So we know that we're going to have some total number. We don't know what the total is, x, alright? And we're going to divide that total by the 5 people. We're going to divide by 5, and this equals the $11 that each person paid. Okay, so again, x is our total, which we don't know. We divided it by 5, and we got 11. So if we go to solve here we're going to have to multiply by 5 on both sides, and we get x equals 55. So the total bill was $55. Alright, and then the last one here, it says, last week Kelly made $25 for babysitting. Over the weekend, she received some money from her grandparents for her birthday. She now has $48. How much money did she receive from her grandparents? So, first step is always to figure out our total, and this whole thing equals 48. Alright, so we know that she made that $25, but then she got some more, so we're going to add it from her grandparents, which we don't know how much that is. So that means our equation is going to be 25 plus x equals 48. So now to solve for x, I subtract 25 from both sides. And I get x equals 23. So she got $23 from her grandparents. Alright, so I know it was a shorter video, and we're going to do some more practice in class, and make sure if you have any questions to ask those tomorrow.